Welcome back. In this video, we're going to talk about the second step in the design thinking process, and that is defining the problem. I'm going to steal a line from one of the best TV shows, in my opinion, ever made, The Newsroom. The promo, which, by the way, the pilot that I would encourage everyone to see, the first 5 minutes are available on YouTube. Just look for the Newsroom pilot. And there's a statement there that I borrowed many times, and it goes, the first step in solving any problem is recognizing that there is one. It's not enough that you know that there is a pain. The important part is your ability to define that pain, what the pain really is. I'm going to once again read the official definition of the define stage in design thinking. The define mode of the design thinking process, the design process, is all about bringing clarity and focus to the design space. It is your chance and responsibility as a design thinker to define the challenge you are taking on based on what you have learned about the user and about the context. After becoming an instant expert, you probably need to be more than instant as an expert on the subject and gaining invaluable empathy for the person you are designing for, this stage is about making sense of the widespread information that you have gathered. Now, clear definition is not from your perspective, it's from the customer's perspective. You need to be able to define it well from the customer's perspective. And I'm going to show you a way. It's called the 5 why methods. Okay? So when a customer tells you that something is important to them, when the customer describes a pain to you, they say this is important, you have to ask why. And preferably, you ask why 5 times. So this is how it goes. The customer tells you something and you ask them, the customer tells you A, and you ask them why. And then they tell you why, which is B, and then you ask them why. And then C, and you ask why, and D, and you ask why, and E, and you ask why, and at the end you have the answer to what the real problem is. I'm going to give you an example. It's actually an example from one of the articles that I had you read. The problem is that our customer is unwilling to pay for the brochures. We printed brochures for them. The customer is not willing to pay for brochures. Why? Why are they not willing to pay for it? Oh, because the delivery was late and they couldn't use them. They needed them for a trade show and you delivered them too late. They couldn't use them anymore. They don't want to pay. Why did we deliver it too late? Well, the printing took longer than we expected. Why did that happen? We ran out of printer ink. You know how that happens? But why did we run out of printer ink? Because we used the ink on another last-minute order. We probably didn't realize that we're going to run out of ink. Why did we still run out of ink? Because we didn't have enough ink in the stock and the lead time for new ink was long. We asked why 5 times and we realized that the problem was that we didn't have enough ink. The problem appeared to be that the customer is unwilling to pay, but the real problem is that we didn't have enough ink in inventory, in our stock. How do we solve this? There are actually several ways to solve this, but one of them is to find an ink supplier that has a shorter lead time. That will never put us in that trouble. We will not have to have too much in inventory. Obviously, another solution could be that we keep more in inventory. We keep enough in inventory for twice as much as we can print at any point in time. Whatever. But you ask 5 times, you ask why 5 times, you get what the real problem is. Sometimes you're going to get there much, much faster. But sometimes it will take 5. I don't know, maybe sometimes it will take more. So a customer tells you, I'm concerned about the reliability of the car. So you start asking why, obviously. Why are they worried about the reliability of a car that they're about to buy? Well, let me tell you something about this customer. The customer uses this car for deliveries. They deliver maybe food for Uber Eats, maybe DoorDash, or maybe they deliver other things, but they use that for deliveries. So they are worried about the reliability of the car. That's what they tell you, that they care about the reliability. In reality, what they care about is the dependability of the car. Maybe what they care about really is the availability of the car. Now, here's the thing. If you think that they care about reliability, and you think that's the problem and that's your problem definition, you might end up trying to come up with a car that's more reliable. That's going to be your solution. But really what they care about is to have a car available to them. Well, if that's really the problem, that they worry about the availability, they tell you they worry about reliability because they think that solving reliability will give them availability, which is the real problem. But if you know that the problem is availability of the car or a car, are there other solutions? I'm sure you can come up with something. Maybe what they care about is the maintenance costs. How much does it cost to maintain the car? Once again, it's not reliability. They think that the issue is reliability, and if the car was more reliable, we're going to have lower maintenance costs. But there are other ways to reduce maintenance costs. In other words, are there alternatives to what the customer said the problem is? Clear problem definition is the key to coming up with the right solution and not have the problem of no market need. I'll see you on the next video.